Hi, Anna. Good morning, Natalie. Hello, Sarah. Hi, Brittany. Good morning, Kayla. Hello, hello. Don't look at my nails. I peeled them off in the shower, which is so bad. I probably ruined them, but I was having one of those moments. Good morning, Christine. I know. I'm back. I'm back for real. I missed you guys too. Um, Hello, Stephanie from Turkey. Good evening. Hi, Rosa. Good morning, Denise. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. I have a crazy story to share with you this morning, but I'm gonna wait until like everybody's here because it's like 10:01. So I'm gonna hold my horses. Good morning, Megan. Hi, Janelle. Good morning, Becky. Hey, Cassie. I've already had my coffee, so I'm on to some herbal tea now. Good morning, Scott. I haven't seen you in a while. How's everybody doing? How has this week been for you? I'm super I'm super interested to know. Hi, Kate. Good morning. Rosa says, I'm completely clearing my calendar for Sunday so I can make the Zoom. Life has been cray. Would be so excited to see your face in the Zoom. Cassie's a pretty solid 8. Yes, I'm sorry. Forgot to say that, but you know what to do. All right. So 1 to 10. How are you feeling? What's your deal? Feel free to throw some words at me. Let's see. Oh shoot. I just pressed something I shouldn't have. I feel like I missed a comment. Okay, Janelle. Janelle's grandma has passed, but so much good family time. Okay. Good morning, Beth. All right, we have high energy marks. Yeah, lots of things are happening. We have high energy marks, but some people are tired. Good morning, Arlene. Good morning, Audrey. Hi, Nikki. Nikki's a 9. Look at that. Janelle's an 8. All over the place and drained 8. You guys are interesting numbers today because I'm hearing like such high numbers and then like, but also you're good, which is, I love that for you. Beth is feeling a lot of anxiety. Arlene is tired. Okay. Reminder, we'll talk about it a little bit. Tomorrow is my goodness, sorry. Tomorrow is the new moon in Aquarius. New moon in Aquarius. Janelle, Rosa, and Cassie are sending you lots of love. We had a pretty good talk about Janelle's grandma's passing during workshop on Sunday. So I feel like we're in a place with it where, like, I feel like we're in a good place, right, Janelle? We're good? Yeah, happy new moon. All right, so if you're new here, hey, we will be pulling cards in just a moment. The way that we do it is you don't ask me questions. Um, I'll give you 3 things. You choose which one feels most aligned with you, and then I'll pull 3 separate pulls, and you can get your message for today. But first, we need to talk about this week. We need to talk about this energy. We need to talk about this new moon. Good morning, Sarah. Because just for lack of a better word, like shit's popping off now. Have you guys felt that this week? We talked about it last Sunday about like how everything you're saying now, everything you're thinking now is translating rather quickly into the physical realm. Like there's no there's no lag time. And what came through during workshop on Sunday was I did a little channeling at the end. Um, and it was basically that this is kind of a new, and not new, but like a feature is unlocked and available to you to tap into the skill of manifesting that quickly. It's like it's there. You say it, you think about it, and the barrier is removed. So that means not don't be scared. Get to work, like get to thinking, get to dreaming, get to saying things. And I have a story for you that will illustrate this, okay? Because this week has been literally bananarama. So I have to give you a little background because I can't assume you know every aspect of my life at this point, although some of you probably do. But I currently live, here in a schoolhouse, right? It's a schoolhouse on some acres. This was my dream house. We moved here in 2018 and 2019 came and I was like, "Woo, I'm gay." And life just went crazy. Make a very long story short, um, we put this house for sale in 2019. Nobody bought it. I had moved out in 2020. I moved back in, and I've been here ever since. In the time between 2020 and now, my husband and I have ended our relationship for many reasons. And it kind of got to the point, like 2 weeks ago, where it was like, we need to sell this house, like right now. And I was not happy because I was kind of in a place where I was like, I just started school. The last thing I want to do is move. The kids love the school district. Like, I don't want to move yet, like eventually, but I don't want to be pushed into it. And it just felt very stressful. And coming off of everything else, it was just like, are you kidding? So I kind of had to wrap my mind around that, and I did. Okay. So we were getting ready to list this house last week, but we weren't ready yet. And out of nowhere, our realtor calls and says the previous owners of this house were wondering if we might be willing to sell. Like they had no idea we were getting ready to list. So out of nowhere, previous owners, which is also another story, previous owner, I should say, because they got divorced as well. Um, they came and saw the house on Monday. At the same time, I went and saw a house that I really, really liked. And on Tuesday at 3:30 p.m., we got an offer on this house and I won the bid on the other house. So within 15 minutes of each other, I was signing two different contracts to sell this house and to purchase that house. And this house, what the number we were going to list it for, I mean, like within a couple $1,000s, just offered it. And decided to waive the inspection, which is amazing because if you like a house like this, you don't want an inspection. But I mean, I don't even know what to tell you. Yeah, those of you who live in this area, like those houses. I got a house in New Cumberland. Those houses in New Cumberland, the house literally went on the market Sunday night. And the only reason I knew about it was because I reached out to my friends and I said, hey, anybody know of a house about to go on the market? Because every time I see a house and I like it and I want to go see it, it's already sold by the time I ask. And she said, yeah, the house like a couple doors down from me is about to go on the market. And I got the last showing on Monday because they were only doing a showing for one day and then they were taking offers. And somehow, like, there's a lot, obviously, more that went into it, but it was like, I'm still reeling from that because everything's moving at like the speed of light suddenly. Like the fact that this whole house sold at all, like, we tried to sell it before. It's really hard because it's a unique property. There's no comps. Like you have to be a Sarah walking in here and being like, "Oh yeah, this is the weird fucking house." that I need to be in. So yeah, so the schoolhouse is taking back its ex owner, and I'm moving on, and I'm very excited. Like I'm very excited. And then one more thing. So you guys know I lost Kitty in December. It was December 2nd, and the couple days before he passed, we connected, and he said he was going to come back as an orange kitten. Okay. And my friend who is an animal psychic also confirmed that message for me the next day independently. She did not know that he said that. So I've been kind of feeling that. On December 12th, she messaged me that she had found this cat at a truck stop on her way back from Philly, and took the cat. And she's like, it was an orange cat. She's like, oh, is this maybe Sarah's cat? But like, it was not. But the cat's pregnant. And when she sent the picture to me, I was like, I think Kitty's in that belly. And she's like, I think so too. She kept the cat, and the cat has been getting bigger and bigger. Pregnant. And I had a dream last night that that Kitty was coming. And I woke up this morning, and she texted and said she's about to have these kittens. And I was like, so like the timing of it aligns so that Kitty's coming back the week that I move into a new house. Like, can you even, like, guys, it's been a really shitty past year. I'm feeling like just excited about magic again. You know what I mean? Because it's just been such a long haul of holding the fucking high note. And I'm fine with that. You know, it's what we do. But it's nice to know that you can hold the note and like something eventually does happen. You know what I mean? So it's all coming together, all good news. And yeah, it's the magic stuff. So I'm very happy. Somebody asked me a few scrolls ago about school. I love school. I am just so happy with what this is going to do for the whole Sarah Mala situation, because I'm going to be able to take all of this magic, add in the component of mental health. And I feel like I'm so excited to be a counselor and to kind of get out there in the world and do more of what I do in a more official capacity. So I'm beyond excited. I'm already applying for internships for the fall. Like, shit's going to be great. So a lot of changes, a lot of changes. And that is my story. So I just want to share that with you because that's the energy we're in now. And for those of you who had your 4-month forecast with me, I had a few ask if I would be doing the next quarter, the next 4 months, and I will. I will do that because I think it makes sense. So that'll be a little bit later. I'll put that option out there for you. But if you look back at your 4-month, you'll notice almost every single person, it's the same message, that stuff starts to loosen up here towards the end of January and just ramps up into the spring for the new year. Okay. Everything you're thinking now, listen, change. Like, I'm not saying do this, but I'm suggesting something to you because I did it and it made a big difference. Switch up the way that you interact with energy, just for shits and giggles. Okay. I hadn't been writing anything down for a very long time. And I started writing things down about 11 days ago. And everything that I've written down, I sit down right before I go to bed, I just write a few things. Everything I write down has happened. So just consider switching up the way that you work with the energy, just on the off chance that you unlock and you start flowing. You never know, right? It would be an LPC, Arlene, which is licensed professional counselor. So yes, good morning, Nicole. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So are you ready? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. We're doing cats this morning because I have cats on the mind. And this is going to be 3 kittens, okay? And I'm just going to tell you what the kittens, what color the kittens are, and you choose what color kitten you like. If you don't like cats, go away. No, just kidding. If you're not feeling cats, just listen to all of them, but it's going to be kittens this morning, all right? Sarah says, I've been sick since just after Christmas, and I'm finally feeling better, and I can feel the surge of positive energy. Feels so wonderful. Yes. Yes. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. So here are your three kittens. The first one is obviously going to be a marmalade kitten. Okay. It's going to be a little orange kitten. So orange kitten. The second one is going to be a black kitten. And the third one is going to be it's going to be a white kitten. Okay. So yes, it's going to be cats. So orange cat, black cat, and white cat. What kitten are you? And it's kittens. Okay. They're little. They're babies. I'm so excited. Okay. Tell me which one you're feeling. Pop it in the thing. Pop it in the chat. Okay. We have an awful lot of black kittens popping up here. The kittens. I can't even tell you how excited I am for Kitty to come back. I realized, like, I've been realizing, like, I miss him so much, like, all the time. And we've been seeing him just like all over the place, but I just miss him so much. And like, I didn't realize when he was here how much love he gave me, like how much affection and like physical affection he gave me. Because like my dogs, I have two, they don't like to snuggle with me. Like they're very like they like their own space and independence, and they just don't lay with me. You know, like they'll come and give me kisses and then they move on to their business. And Kitty would always just like come and like lay on my chest and like touch my face. And if I'm sitting here, sometimes he was just like there. Like if I went for a walk in the field, he'd just show up. Like Kitty was always like tuned in and just really gave me so much love and support. And I've been missing it, been missing my boy. So I'm excited. I know my biggest challenge is going to be like Dawn thinks it's going to be three cats. Her prediction is three cats on the 27th. And my biggest challenge is going to be not taking all three of the cats. Yeah, that's how my dog is. Like I literally sit next to her and I'm like, "Hi, I love you. Like, do you think that you could give me a kiss today?" And she just looks at me and she's like, "Sure, but like I'm really doing you a favor here, you know?" Oh my god, let me get rid of this guy. Is that the devil's deck? Yes, I ordered it straight from the devil. Let's see here. Manage, block, confirm. Let me continue shuffling my devil's deck here, and we'll get to the kittens. It's the devil's deck. Oh God, that sounded bad. It's been a while since we had a little naughty coffee and magic, right? I've been too busy. I've been too busy to like remember my own raunchy humor. I haven't even said that that's what she said in a while. It's fine, guys. We all go through phases. Go through phases. All right. All right. Black kitten. So if you're just like popping in here, we're doing black kitten. No, we're doing orange kitten, black kitten, white kitten. Choose which one is your kitten for today, and that's going to correspond with your reading. Okay? I would love to sit with you and chat. I can talk a lot. I can also be quiet. I'm learning that skill even more right now. I can be quiet, but I do love talking. I do love it. Okay. Things have just been so crazy that it's like hard for my brain to like remember little details and like stay on any track. Like I'm bouncing ball more than ever. Cause like in the middle of all this, I'm like writing 10-page papers and like doing all kinds of other stuff and just trying not to forget something. But I love it. I love it, guys. All right. Ready? This is gonna be your black kitten. No, it's your orange kitten. Why do I keep saying that? The first one is the orange kitten. And here it comes. No peeking. All right. Tell me when you're ready, orange kittens. Okay. TikTok is ready. Vera's barking orders over there. She's like, "Go, go." And are we ready? Okay. So this is going to be your orange kitten. Look who's here. We haven't seen this one in a minute. It's the wasp. It's the spider. Excuse me. And the serpent. What a what a medley we have here this morning. Wasp, spider, and serpent. This okay. Are you ready for this? Because are you? All right. Let's go. You already told me you were. Okay. So if you chose this orange kitten situation, shit is really popping off for you. It's it's actually alignment is happening for you is what it actually is. Like it may feel like popping off, but it's not popping off. That's not what the energy is. It's alignment. It's like the feeling when there's a lot of pressure, right? And it finally clicks into the right space. So all of the pressure can like, go. It can move. And because it can suddenly move, it feels like popping off, but it's not popping off because it had wanted to go there anyway. It's just like moving the way that it naturally wants to. Sorry, I've got to block somebody else too. Why are people so annoying on TikTok sometimes? Like, don't come on here and be annoying. Okay, so you have aligned, which is an unblocking, which is causing a massive energy flow. Okay. And it's not even like you need to do anything. It's like it's just like you're going. So you just basically need to keep your head above water and allow the flow to move you organically because it is. And at first it's going to move you fast. Okay? We're going to stick with this metaphor, all right? It's going to move you fast. The water's going to move you fast because it's been held up for so long. So in the beginning, it's going to be like a rush of water, but eventually it's going to slow down to a much more enjoyable float. Okay. It's like it's going to go more like eventually it'll turn into lazy river where you can sit back and you're moving, but it's not like, rapid. It's not crazy rapid river. Okay. You don't need to worry about like bumping into the sides or anything like that. Like you can actually like lay back and enjoy the scenery a little bit, right? Like stare up at the sky and like, ooh, look at that bird. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So that's happening. But what else is happening? People hate that shit for you, right? And you need to pay attention to this. You need to pay attention to this. Anybody who at this time is not happy for you, you need to pay attention to. And I really seriously mean this, and I'm saying it to myself. Because here's the thing that I noticed, even as I was telling you my story, and I'm going to revise my story in light of this card pull because I'm feeling this lesson. We can't be reticent about sharing when things go well for us. We're really comfortable sharing when things go bad. In fact, doesn't it feel more acceptable for things to be hard? Right? Like, doesn't it feel like, oh man, like it was that was a tough time. Like, this was hard for me, blah, blah, blah. And in order for things to be good for you, you have to kind of earn them through having complained enough about them being hard. Do you know what I mean? No, pay attention. Pay attention because anybody who is witnessing you having things actually go your way and is like, ooh, that's a red flag. That is a person who has not yet reached a level within themselves of healing where they can hold space for things to go right for you, which means they can't hold space for things to go right for themselves either. Okay? And I'm not saying cut them off. I am saying be really cognizant of your boundaries and your energy spend. Don't spend too much of your energy and give too much of your energy to people who aren't happy for you when things are going really well. Okay? Some people don't even know how to say anything to you when things are going well. Have you noticed that? They're like, "Oh, wow, that's actually working out for you?" Like, "Oh, okay." It's not like, "Oh my god, like, of course, like, yeah, go get it." Because here's the thing, again, we think it's much more acceptable for things to go wrong. And it's that mindset that keeps things going wrong, right? It keeps the struggle because we collectively believe that in order to earn good things and ease and joy, we have to struggle first, okay? And as long as that mindset is perpetuated, that will be the collective vibe because that's how it works. That's how collective manifestation works. It creates the world around us that we then live in. And yes, you personally can make a lot of changes to that, but it doesn't change the collective. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's still very real. It's more solid because so many people believe in it. So pay attention because you are in a space right now where the unblocking has occurred and you are in the flow. And you're allowed to be in the flow. You're allowed to enjoy your life. You're allowed to get excited. You're allowed to say, hey, this is working. Like, things work for me. Life is easy. Like, of course. Like, why wouldn't it? Okay. So, my marmalade cats, enjoy it. Enjoy your ride. It's going to be fast and then it'll slow down, but it's not going to stop. All right. All right. Black cat. Black kitten. Oof, I just got hungry. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really bouncing ball, but I'm going to tell you what I ate yesterday in case you want to eat it too. So, I got some really good like Tuscan bread, kind of like, like a nice bread from Trader Joe's. I took a slice of that. I got good shredded cheese, jalapenos, chopped tomatoes, onion, and I mixed it with a little bit of mayonnaise and masala spices, and then I put that on top of the bread and I put it in the toaster oven and melted it. And guys, I'm gonna have that for breakfast. It was so good. All right, so if you just popped in, we're about to do the black kitten, and then after the black kitten is the white kitten. Okay, so if you want to pick a kitten, it's black or it's white. We just did marmalade. Okay. Cassie's asking, anyone feel anything hit them just now? If you have a Trader Joe's accessible to you, yeah, you need to run, not walk, because it is such a good value and everything is so delicious. Like, wow. Wow. Okay. Are you guys ready for black kitten? We have a lot of black kitten. A lot of people chose black kitten. Tell me when you're ready, because there's a lot here. There's a lot in this one. You okay? TikTok is ready. IG, you ready? YouTube, you ready? Yeah. I mean, something that you should also have from Trader Joe's is a Zug sauce and the garlic dip. Put them together, mix them together. Only if you like spicy, but like, I can't wait to eat. All right, so Black Kitten is here. It's the Bard, Disruption, Letting Go. Hello, V all day. Zug. I think it's spelled like this. Zhoug. It's really good. It's like coriander and jalapenos and oils and just yum. Okay, this is Black Kitten. I'm gonna try to like focus for just a second. You've got the Bard, Disruption, and Letting Go. If you've been getting the bard, I know some of my friends here have got always get the bard. Are you getting it again? Because this is real specific, okay? And as much as it is about telling your story, it's actually about writing your story. Remember, we already talked about how fast manifestation is happening, right? So here's a question for you. How do you write your we talked about this on whenever we talked about this last time we talked. But anyway, we're going to talk about it again. How do you write your story? Like what do you need to do that? And do you realize you're writing it right now? Last time we discussed this, we talked about not writing a new chapter, but starting a whole new part, which means that it doesn't have to be cohesive to the last scene of your last chapter. You get to write from whatever perspective you want. You get to have new characters, new settings. Everything is for you to choose, right? But in order to really do that, to sink in, what do you have to do? You have to let go of the old narrative. Because if you're dragging your old story into the new story, it's not really a new story. It's not. It's just, the old story with new stuff in it. But it's not a new story. And if you want the old story with new stuff in it, that's a choice and it's fine, right? Like it's yours, dude. Do whatever you want. But if it's not what you want, pick up your pen and start. Okay? You don't lose any of the experiences, knowledge gained, anything. You don't lose any of that from any of the previous parts when you start the next part. You get to keep everything. But now you are consciously creating, you're consciously writing, and this is asking you to trust that process now. Okay? You have the disruption card because the disruption is an energetic way of realigning you. Okay? It's a hard left. And that is what happens when you let go. Have you ever noticed that? When you've seriously finally let go of something, what always happens? Tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm fine being wrong, but I feel really confident. When you finally let go, what happens immediately after you let go? Does is it just a whoop, like out of nowhere, everything just starts happening in a way that it was not happening before, right? Like it even probably feels like, how did I didn't even order this? Like what? You have to let go. And one of, a good exercise to find out, like, what is the thing that you're not seeing? Because we are so good at seeing for other people, but sometimes for ourselves, we don't really want to see the biggest thing we need to let go of because it seems like it's not on deck for being let go of. That's usually how it works. But if you just kind of list out the things in your life that you put the most energy into or that cost you the most energy, if you list all of those things, it's probably one of those. Okay? It's probably like in the top three. And when you know, and it's an energetic release. And as soon as you do it, something's going to happen and it's going to be really fast. And it's your story. And it's very exciting. So my black kitten friends, you don't need to respond to anything in your life just because you responded to it that way before. You get to change everything you want to. You get to wake up in the morning and say, this is me, and this is how I navigate the world now. And according to the law of energy, the energy that you put out affects the energy around you. There's no choice. There's there's no alternative. So if you step out into the world with a specific vibration, that will come back to you. You will attract, like attracts like. So get out there and be the you that you want to be. And honestly, fuck anybody who doesn't support you in that. Goodbye. What for? Right? There's billions of people that you can connect with. The people around you are not the ones, move along. Because again, as soon as you let go, the actual people that need to be there can come in. Okay? And I don't know if you feel this way, but I'm good with me lately. Like, if you're not bringing joy, I don't really need you. Like, I am a one woman show for most of the time. Like, I entertain myself, I talk to myself, I surprise myself. We make good snacks around here. Like, I'm all set, right? Talk to my internet friends. Like, I'm good. So, if, like, in my real waking life, if like you aren't bringing something delightful, no, thank you. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not anymore. It's a high bar that has been set by me. So, all right, what's the white cat now? Yes. Oh, hi, Christine. All right. Make sure I shuffle this pretty good. Ah, you're welcome. Ooh, look at this one. Guys, this is so much stuff. Okay. Wow, I like this energy. This new moon in Aquarius is good. I like it. Happy New Year. Okay. This is the white kitten, but just everybody listen to it. You have the dog, the raven, and the eagle. How cool are you with all of this like bird energy? And then a puppy and on top of it, even though we're doing cats right now. Okay, let's get into this one. If you chose the white kitten. Did a lot of you, if you chose two, did you choose the black and the white? I feel like I saw a few of those. All right. So first we're gonna start. Where are we starting? Um, okay, we're actually gonna start here. It's the raven. So have you noticed how magical you are lately? Have you told yourself lately how much you love you? Are you feeling, in spite of yourself some days, suddenly connected to a more divine flow, a more synchronistic flow, even if you're not feeling that great? You're still like, what's going on here? Like, are things working out? Um, are you just feeling your magic right now? Because you're being asked to pay attention and not to just like let it slip by without being noticed. Like sometimes we do that, right? We're like, well, I can explain this away more logically instead of being like, magic is occurring. And here's what I have to say about that. To each their own, honestly. If you want to be a person who doesn't want to bounce around being like, oh, magic is happening, that's fine. That's kind of your personality then, right? Like if you've decided that the only way to go about this is to kind of like verify everything scientifically and like speak in that way and like magic isn't real, what are you doing here? But like also do it how you want to, right? It's a choice that influences your experience of the world, right? Like, who are you hurting if you believe unicorns exist? Who are you hurting if you believe they do not exist and you have to make sure everybody who does believe they exist knows they don't? That's the worst kind of person. We have a lot of those in the world. Don't be that. If you want to believe in magic, magic will be a tenant of your life. Okay? Do you see what I'm saying? If you choose to believe that magic is real, it is for you. And if you choose to believe that nothing ever good happens to you, that there are no synchronicities, and anything good that happens is a blind mistake, you're right. And that's going to be the way you're living too. No one's going to try to convince you otherwise. And the energy certainly won't. That's not how it works because we are the creators. Do you see what I mean? So if you have a bad fucking attitude, the universe is not going to convince you that you don't. You're the one who's decided it. You're in charge. Have you decided that life is magical? in the ups and the downs, in the sadness and the joys? Is your life full of magic? Good. Now let's move on. The eagle is here to remind you that you are connected to your higher self at all times. You're not here blind. You are not alone. Okay? You are connected. You are more energetically powerful than you can even imagine. The only thing that's missing is the memory of it. And you are starting to remember. And you are being asked to remember to connect with your team and use your words. If you need help, say it, right? If you need anything, say it. And this goes to all of the mundane aspects of life too. It goes into your relationships. If you don't communicate what it is you want and need, it is nobody's responsibility to intuit that for you. So, like, go into the world and say what you want. The worst that can happen is that you don't get it. The best that can happen is that you get exactly what you are asking for. Okay? You don't need to play games with this. I want this. Cool. Thank you. If I can get it for you, I'm going to. If not, maybe I'm going to get you something else that's equal or better. Who knows, right? Let's try it. Then you have the dog. And we did the dog last because this is a way of being with yourself. Remember last week when I told you that story about how I was in that mini mock therapy session and I realized that I actually liked myself? That's what this is. You actually liking yourself and realizing that you are good with you changes everything. It's the foundation that you build off of. Because consider this. If you love yourself, if you trust yourself, if you value yourself, if you believe that you're worthy of good things in life, how hard is it going to be for you to make a decision for your life that is contrary to your best interests, right? Like, that's going to be difficult. How hard is it going to be for you to stay in a relationship that is very toxic for you if you believe that you're worthy of joy, peace, and happiness, right? Those things don't match. They don't go together. So if you're good with you, I mean, you're going to make decisions that are good for you. It's just that simple. So just remember that you're super magic and you love yourself. It's amazing. Okay. Just booked a cruise for Hawaii in December. I'm going on my third date with a guy. I'm actually excited. Oh my God. I love that. I love that. Yeah. And Vera got her steak. Awesome. All right, my friends. This was a good one. I'm feeling very positive about everything, about all your magical shiggity that's happening. So here's one more thing. Let me see what day it is. January 20th. So the new moon is tomorrow. Celebrate by loving yourself and writing down all the things that you want your life to feel like. And don't write it like it's going to happen in 10 years because it'll probably start showing up the next day. You know what I'm saying? Just, switch up your energy and see how it goes. I will be back here Monday at 8:30 a.m. So far, I'm going to be back on regular schedule. Here's something you can do for me because my goal in the next 2 years is to really focus on spreading myself through social media and using Coffee&Magic to do that. Share my stuff. If you see a post, just like it and save it. It boosts me in the algorithm and helps me to be more visible. So thank you for doing that. I love you. I'll see you Monday. Have an amazing weekend. High fives to everybody. High fives to everybody. You're doing so awesome. Goodbye. Goodbye, YouTube.